All right, everyone, let's take a look right now. It's a first alert news update and weather. We got, of course, a little bit more in the way of this activity as we are settling in to this morning. I'm meteorologist Tony Schiavaroli, and it's time to first alert you into your day because you know what? It has been more about the beauty of the morning, but one thing we've been seeing a little bit more in the way of mixing into our atmosphere now as winds have started to pick up the pace. We talked about it this morning. If you were watching on the Sunrise Show, warmth ramping up today. Winds out of the south and west, but those are actually a little bit of a downfall for us now because of what has been going on with some wildfire smoke churning into the atmosphere down to areas into our southwest. And again, I'm talking about really far down to Georgia, over towards really Mississippi and Alabama. Now, this is actually getting transported as of right now. The way the atmospheric pattern is working into South Carolina. And oddly enough, we have actually not had the best air quality overall for the week, just the way things have been shaken out for us. So all across the state, the Midlands are the only ones getting this air quality alert from the National Weather Service. So let's break it down, see what's going on here, why this is, of course, actually occurring across our viewing area. Again, only portion of the state right now, except for Orangeburg County, all of the Midlands in this air quality alert, except for Orangeburg County. So I'm going to pop this up here in the graphics for you as we take a check. So basically what this number means, and just to go on into a little bit more detail here, when things typically get over a range of 160, again, this is the AQI, the air quality index, it's just a number that goes off of the amount of particles in the air. You know, basically what is mixing in, what of course is unnaturally there in our atmosphere with these particles, with smoke. That of course can result in bad inhalation into your lung capacity. And when we're seeing some of this settle down at the surface and there's this much actually trying to mix in for our afternoon, we are going to be seeing this as a risk to everyone. Typically when you start to see, something in the way of wildfire smoke, it's just in general going to be something that's not good for those that are, have unhealthy breathing capacities. People with chronic lung issues, smokers, anyone, of course, that could see a little bit more of their, capacity to breathe in affecting it in a worse way. So as of course we're focusing on this today, this is just a typical healthy individual could still have, a little bit of struggles today with what is mixing in with our atmosphere. Now this of course really wasn't as aggressive for the morning, but now it has really been on the uptick. We were not in a air quality alert for the morning, but now we are for the portion of the morning now as we've gone on into the day and later into the afternoon. Now as we've gone into this, I do want to give you a physical representation of what is happening outside. So I do want to pull up actually a look at our tower cam. You could really see in the distance here. Take a check. Look at this. That haze, that is smoke there in the distance. Earlier this morning, we did see a little bit of some lingering fog actually working to lift off, but now this is actually all that haze, that smoke that is mixing in there. And you can see it is really shrouding things up. This is pretty impressive. And this is, of course, what officials from DHEC and the National Weather Service have looked over and why they issued an air quality alert here for the Midlands. Because other than that, it is a gorgeous day out there. It's mainly sunny, but the way, of course, this is shaken up and really settles over our heads and even down here at the surface is because the wind pattern is perfect. It's not too aggressive. We're not really seeing that wind changing much at different levels of the atmosphere. And everything, of course, with this smoke that is formed, it's been able to settle back down at the surface for us. So I want to make sure, again, you are aware of this. Let's go over it one more time. An air quality alert from the National Weather Service because unhealthy air quality is here for us. We're seeing a bit more of this smoke mixing in with what was already, not the best air quality for our week. And also, to boot, if you didn't know, we talked about this morning, there's a controlled burn in the Congaree National Park going on today. So all of this happening at the same time is resulting in this air quality alert for us. And just giving you that look again, what you can see in the distance, that smoke really working to mix in for some portions of our viewing area. Obviously, it's here around our capital city. Some of the rest of you could be seeing it as well. So watch out for that with extended outdoor activity. Got to take this seriously today because of this, the beautiful day that is still here. And of course, I just want to give you another quick check at our 10-day forecast, your first alert 10-day forecast while I'm here, just with the updates that we've had from this morning if you didn't catch them. And we're looking beautiful otherwise for today. We got to, of course, watch out for that smoke mixing in, but it's still going to be a nice day, low 80s. Just be careful out there. Going into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I have dropped back rain chances from what we were projecting earlier this week. Otherwise, we're only looking to see some scattered rain, limited scattered rain getting into Friday afternoon, and we're looking pretty good for the weekend. Much drier for St. Patrick's Day weekend activities. Nothing should be canceled. We're looking good there, and I'm hopeful by the time we get this wind pattern to change, we could see some of this wildfire smoke really starting to get out of our atmosphere. We can get that air quality back to better levels looking on to tomorrow. Thanks again for taking a check. This has been a First Alert News and a forecast update for your Thursday. Make it a great day out there. And again, we'll make sure to keep you posted on air, online, on our First Alert weather app when we work to see some improving air quality and, of course, get you more updates to that forecast.